Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson are headed to Netflix.
Critics argue that if Gervonta Davis chooses to face Shakur Stevenson, it would be driven more by financial gain than by taking on a truly high-risk challenge.
Right, so why people even talk like he the best at, he didn't even fight at 135 yet.
Right.
He didn't even have power at 126, 30 or none of that.
He is good.
Okay. How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you going to get hit.
Gervonta Davis appears to have regained his edge, showing a noticeable shift in focus, energy, and intensity, with his drive and hunger clearly reignited.
Media, promoters, networks, everybody involved to just understand that this dude doesn't want to fight specific fighters, right? He just wants to scrape away as much money from the fans as possible, take the path of least resistance, and go unscathed and just move on. That's the reality. It's the hardcore reality. It's just the truth. It's not something he has an interest in. He don't want to take high risks. He's not a competitor. He's just simply not. He don't have that competitive.
Showbiz The Adult weighed in on the discussion between Shakur Stevenson and Ryan Garcia regarding the 140-pound limit, noting that although Garcia hasn't made that weight in a long time, recently coming in around 146.5, he still believes he can reach it again if fully committed.
Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, all y'all. Keyshawn Davis, separate yourself right now. Because once Gervonta Davis activate his hunger, it's a nightmare for everybody. Yeah, I don't give a damn if you a fan or not of Gervonta Davis. You a boxing fan. You know skills. You know who is who. We all know who is who. And let me tell you like this, when Gervonta Davis decides to take this ish serious, when he want to activate his killer instinct, it's a nightmare for everybody. And they all know who's that guy.
Showbiz The Adult believes that if Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson meet in the ring, it could turn into a memorable battle, highlighting that both fighters bring strong intensity, mindset, and determination, creating the potential for a high-level matchup where every round and exchange could play a decisive role.
Shakur Stevenson saying, we talking 140 pounds, Ryan, again? Sheesh. Thought you couldn't make the weight, which was a great point. And Ryan said, when I'm focused, I can do anything. That was inspirational from Ryan Garcia. That was dope to say. And yeah, he made 146.5 or something like that. He definitely was clearly under welterweight. So he's saying he could make 140. And, you know, he hasn't made 140 in a long time, dude. Versus Duarte, it was like a catch weight. Devin Haney, he missed weight and was 143, but he's saying that he wasn't focused.
Meanwhile, Joe Rogan and Terrence Crawford explained that matchups involving fighters like Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney come down as much to mental sharpness as physical ability, noting that many opponents tend to avoid them because competing at that level requires elite focus and skill. And while casual viewers may not fully see it without a major spotlight fight, dedicated boxing fans already recognize how exceptional Stevenson is.
I just want to give you guys my prediction on Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson fight.
All right. We want to hear it.
I think this fight is going to be an all-time war slugfest.
War?
Yep. A slugfest all-time war. It's due to their mentalities. Okay. Neither one of them are going to back down to the other one.
Okay.
And I think there's going to be knockdowns, and I think there's going to be blood.
Wait, all the knockdowns coming from Ryan, right? Not from Shakur.
Shakur knows he's not just going to pop shot and try to be slick. Ryan Garcia is going to attack him, and he's going to send him some serious body shots right back at him.
They also pointed out that Shakur Stevenson may not be widely recognized yet, but his dedication, constant improvement, and passion for the sport set him apart, as he continues to call out top contenders and champions in pursuit of the biggest fights, and eventually someone at the top will have to face him, with a clash against Gervonta Davis standing out as a potential high-level matchup between two very different styles.
It's a great example. It's not really a household name, but he should be. I mean, he's an elite fighter. He's so good, but he needs like a big, high-profile fight, like Gervonta did, against
Nobody
Ryan
want to fight
Garcia.
him.
Right.
Nobody want to fight him.
Yeah.
And I see why. I get it. But at the same time, they're going to have to see him sooner or later. No matter what, no matter how far they go, they're going to have to see him sooner or later. So, all these fighters, he's calling out everybody.
However, Mike Tyson is backing Gervonta Davis, emphasizing that facing Shakur Stevenson requires more than just throwing punches, as his skill set demands a high-level challenge. And in Tyson's view, Davis brings the kind of explosive power, speed, and aggressive mindset needed to truly test him, making...
He's calling out the Pitbull, he's calling out Lomachenko,
Yeah.
he's calling out Devin, he's calling out, Tank, he's calling out everybody.
Yeah.
He want to fight everybody right now.
Right.
And that's a dangerous man when you know how talented he is, and he's motivated, he's focused, he's stay in the gym, he's a gym rat, he loves boxing to the core. Like, yeah, that's a dangerous man right now, because he got something on his mind that he wanna accomplish,
And he's still very...
Meanwhile, Shakur Stevenson shared his thoughts on Ryan Garcia's recent performance, praising his ability and admitting that his showing against Rolando Romero reinforced just how skilled he is, noting that despite past controversies, Garcia appeared sharp, quick, and dangerous, which only adds to the intrigue of a potential matchup between them.
I thought it was an amazing performance. I've been saying Ryan had skills. Like, I've been knew Ryan had skills for years. So he made me look bad during that Rolly fight. That's how I felt. Like, he made me look bad because I kept saying how skillful he was. So
Yeah.
I thought it was a great performance. I thought Ryan did his thing. The only thing with Ryan, you just never know after he got caught with cheating, whether it's him performing at a high level or is he confident to do the things that he want to do if he's cheating or not.
Moreover, Andre Ward shared his assessment of Ryan Garcia, saying he appeared more complete than ever heading into the fight, pointing to his confidence, exceptional speed, and accurate punch placement, while highlighting a perfectly timed first-round right hand that avoided counters, and also commending him for maintaining focus throughout and showing respect to his opponents.
Who will win out of Shakur and Gervonta?
Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I like to go with Tank. Everyone's going to go with Tank. It would be a very interesting fight. Shakur takes a good shot, though. He's a specialist. That's why some fights that he doesn't look good in, because he's so superior. He is boring watching sometimes. But he's a specialist. He knows what he's doing. He's hard to beat. To bring out the best in Shakur, you got to pressure him like Tank. Tank will bring out the best of him, and we'll see a great fight. Tank is just a monster.
The exchanges were more about feeling each other out, reading reactions, and gauging mindset, part of the mental preparation elite fighters rely on before major bouts, with Shakur Stevenson also noting that Ryan Garcia carries a positive and relaxed personality outside the ring, making it clear that these interactions, while not overly dramatic, are a normal part of building toward high-level competition.
That stuff aside, what you just mentioned, like, from what I saw, that's the most complete I've seen him. Right, he seemed sure of himself. He's always been fast, but the punch placement, even that right hand he landed in the first round, that was a good shot. Right, he was protected from a counter. He threw the jab out there, and he blinded Barrios, and the shot he landed was good. And he just stayed like that the whole night, man. I thought it was a good fight, and that's one thing I respect about you too. Like, you don't lie about your opponents. Right? A lot of cats lie, and they lie either because they don't want to see that person looking that good.
Greg Hackett believes this kind of energy is exactly what boxing needs, comparing Gervonta Davis's presence to Stone Cold Steve Austin, as someone who thrives on controversy and keeps fans engaged, noting that Davis doesn't avoid criticism but embraces it, understanding that attention, positive or negative, keeps him relevant. And by leaning into that edge and speaking openly, he has positioned himself as one of the sport's most compelling figures.
It was cool. I was really playing little mental games with him. It was a lot being said, but all of it was mental games. You see your future opponent or somebody that you fighting, and you size them up and see what they looking like, and that's all it really was. It wasn't nothing too major. Ryan a cool dude though. Like, that's the thing. Every time I kind of been around Ryan, he always got like cool energy and cool vibes.
Greg Hackett also explained that Gervonta Davis isn't acting out of control, but following a calculated approach, with his persona playing a key role, as the tension, criticism, and doubt surrounding him seem to sharpen his focus, noting that while some fighters thrive in calm environments, others perform best under pressure, and Davis appears to draw energy from that intensity, using it to unlock his most dangerous form in the ring.
Only for Tank to be talking crazy to these dudes is just wild to me. Yo.
Yeah, he turned on everybody. I mean, he in his villain bag. You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
He like the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The thing is, right? Yeah. But the thing is, right? We don't go to movies to see just nice movies all the time. We want to see bad guys. We want to see action. You know what I'm saying? And there's no entertainment without the bad guys. You need them. You need the bad guys. And I just feel like he's fulfilling that spot. But he do it on a level nobody else would do it on, because he says nobody wants.
Terrence Crawford spoke candidly about Shakur Stevenson, urging people to look beyond perception and focus on his ability, describing him as a disciplined and highly skilled fighter who has earned respect at the top level, and emphasizing that Stevenson's calm approach, precision, and advanced tactics make him a unique stylistic challenge in any matchup.
That's like when people be like, y'all hating on me, y'all this and that. They want to feel like everybody against them.
Yeah.
It feel like it drive them. Yeah, it feel like give them motivation. Yeah, that might be true for Tank. Tank, you know what I mean? He gotta feel like the world is against him. You know what I mean? So it's fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Just so he could bring that animal out. You know what I mean? And he might be sitting home realizing, you know what, I was talking about retiring and stuff like that, or chilling and getting up out of here. But really, I got some more work to do. Cause this little itch I got, it ain't.
On one side, Richardson Hitchens shared insight from early sparring between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson, describing the first session as highly competitive with sharp exchanges and real tension, where Davis landed a clean shot, but Stevenson handled it well, showing he couldn't.
He's definitely talented, you know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And yeah, he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. You know, Shakur is different. You know, people may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive fighters.
Like him and Shakur sparred that first time, like he caught Shakur with a good shot. Boom. He didn't hurt Shakur or nothing, but it was like, you could tell, like, if it was 8-ounce gloves, we don't know how Shakur would have reacted. It was like, because I remember him sparring Shakur, he caught Shakur with like a clean shot. Boom. And Shakur didn't shake up or do nothing, but it was a clean shot. I'm like, you sure you can take another one of that? And Shakur like, what? Like, he took off his shirt and they started bumping like that. Now they're going back and forth.
Hold on, was it sparring? Yeah. Was it competitive, close, all that, Shakur and Tank?
Nah, yeah, it was competitive. Then like the second time, like they sparred, like it was like a chess match. Like now Tank know, like, all right, he's really nice. Like Shakur really nice. Like all that walk down shit, like I got a box. Like this shit, like I can't just walk him down. Like he can really fight. So it was like Tank like switch his strategy up and like same shit. Like now Tank trying to come and walk me down. I'm in there like we fighting like we
be easily overwhelmed, which led to adjustments in their next session. As Davis approached things more strategically, boxing with greater discipline and respect, turning the sparring into a high-level, fast-paced battle of skill and tactics, where both fighters pushed each other.
Tall as that damn desk right there.
All right, talk to the camera, because he's going to be watching this. What would you say to him?
Bro, you all right? I was cool with you till you like said like a mental health joke about me. So I don't really respect you for real. But you can fight, bro. You can fight, but you know, since I was 16 and you was like 20 something when we sparred, you already knew what type of time I was on. And now that, you know, I'm in this position and I'm all grown up now. If you ever would give me a chance, bro, to fight you, just be ready, bro, because I'm not one of those people you've been picking on, bullying that you know you could beat. You know what I'm saying? So if you ever do want to fight me, which I think you're not going to fight me because you know, just be ready, bro. I'm not playing with you, and you getting stopped. You know what happened last time we sparred.
Hitchens explained that the early sparring between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson was highly competitive from the start, but by the second session it turned into more of a tactical battle, as Davis realized he couldn't simply pressure Stevenson and had to adjust his approach, leading to a more strategic back-and-forth exchange where both fighters had to think and adapt in real time.